Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Hancock, and we are here, and we're gonna play my very first Let's Play, man. This is gonna be the Stanley Parable. So, I will say that I do know a couple of the endings on this and how to do them, but as far as like all of them, I really don't know the rest, all of them. So, we'll just jump right into this game and get it started. And just a little heads up. I am going to cuss sometimes in this, so just, kind of as a heads up. And two, since this is a very narrative-heavy game, I'm going to be interacting more with the game than I would be with you guys. So, here we go. Let's get started. The end is never, the end is loading. The end is loading slow. So, I've heard this is a really good game, really funny. I haven't, to be honest, the only endings, well, what I'll do is I'll do the endings that I'm gonna do first, that I already know, and get them out of the way, and then we'll start exploring new stuff.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, man. We are in the game now. Stanley Parable. So let's get to it, yo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Let's go ahead and knock out these first couple things, these first ending, get it out of the way. And just letting you know, each ending I'm going to cut and do another video.
When
so
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You got it, dude. It is all you. This is kind of creepy, though. I don't know if you guys have ever been in, like, an office where, like, you're by yourself completely.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
It's creepy.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. How to solve... Haha! That's funny. That's good. Pause the video if you want to read that. Oh, and I've heard about the broom closet, but that takes too long, and I may do it later.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You got it, dude. Isn't his voice just kind of soothing? Like, I feel like I'd like to have this guy read me a bedtime story or something. Can I go poops? Come on, I need to go poops. Fine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
What dark secrets?
What he could not have known
I
was
need
that
to
the
know.
keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Keypad!
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin
Nice.
number.
2845.
2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons
Woo!
on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
code.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Newly open. Wow, that is some pitch darkness, isn't it? Alright, down the elevator. Here we go. Down to the basement levels. Oh, we're loading again. Loading. Come on.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Why?
Why did he feel this now?
Why?
When for years it had never occurred to him.
Why?
This question would not go unanswered for long.
We must find the answers. The answers that lie deep
Stanley
within.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind escape or go to mind control facility? Escape seems pretty tantalizing, but we're gonna stick with the story here. Ah, a button. Let us press the button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
Dude.
horrible secret did this place hold?
What
Stanley thought to
horrible
himself.
secret.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Strength. Isn't that the proper way you say it? Like strength? It's not strength, it's strength, right? I think so.
Now the monitors
Oh my goodness!
their true nature revealed. Each
Hey,
bore the
there I
number
am.
of an employee in the building.
Boom.
Stanley's co-workers.
That's cool.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And
What?
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom's nothing! It's nothing. Another button. I like the ambiance that the music and the sound effects are given. It's pretty cool.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe
Too
it
horrible.
couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all
horrible.
this time?
Horrible.
Was this the only
I
reason
don't
he
know.
was happy with his boring job? That his
No.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's awful!
No. He refused to believe it.
No.
He couldn't accept it. His
No.
own life in someone else's control?
Never!
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Unthinkable. Could not be
Even
fathomed.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Oh no!
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
Butons
eating,
everywhere.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this
So
very
many
place.
butons.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Mutants?
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Never.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I guess it's in the power facility. Button! Button no work. Mind control idle awaiting output. Now imagine if you had a computer like that big, dude, like freaking IMAX theater screen computer monitor. That'd be freaking sweet.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yes! You know what? Fuck it. Power off! Oh. Freedom? It is pitch dark.
Blackness. And
Yes.
a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yes, very much so.
Was it over?
Is it? Huh?
Yes. He had won. He
Woo!
had defeated the machine.
Defeated it!
Shackled himself from someone else's command.
Kicked its
Freedom
ass!
was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of
It's
this
so
mattered to
beautiful,
him.
man. Like,
For
this
it
is
was
like...
not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yeah.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to
Yeah.
do, or how to feel.
Fuck yeah!
Whatever life
It's my life,
it
motherfucker!
would be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Yes.
Or perhaps the only thing.
Actually, I kind of do want to know what happened to the rest of my
Stanley
coworkers.
stepped through the open door.
Alright, dude. I'll give you this one.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right
Let
now,
the sun shine
that things were meant to happen.
Let it in.
And Stanley was happy.
Yay! And Stanley was happy. Alright, man. Well, first thoughts on the, I do believe this is called the Freedom ending. First thoughts, pretty freaking sweet. Not gonna lie. We'll go ahead and pause that. First thoughts on the Freedom ending, pretty freaking sweet. Really awesome storyline, you know, getting your mind controlled and getting it, you know, all of a sudden realizing I wasn't in control of my life. I mean, think about that. If you, like, you sitting here watching this video right now, what if someone was making you do that? You wouldn't enjoy it, would you? No. So, you know, having the freedom and everything is a big deal for a lot of people. And I know at least it's a big deal for me. So, alright guys, well that is ending number 1, man. Hit a like and hit like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz that everyone always tells you to do. Let me know in the comments how much I suck, how much I rule, how much, you know, this is gay, I don't care. You know what? Any feedback is good feedback for me. So, you know what? I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out.